Joe Boo says I should go for Scythea at first. Well, she's got the Killer of Cyrus trait, so I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do that. We'll see exactly how it goes. But what we are going to do short term is we are going to finish some settlers here and expandify a little bit. You know, because we're totally pacifist. Shh, don't tell anyone else that is a lie. But we've got a couple of great city spots right here. We're going to be plopping that down. And then I think the plan is to mostly start producing some stuff. I think last time I talked about, like, well, we could go and do a beeline towards Catapult. I'm not sure that we need that. Because the thing is, first of all, we want to make sure we have 3 archers at some point. It's very important, because what it does is it gives you the boost towards machinery, which is huge. And honestly, machinery is not that far away. And if we have, say, 3 archers, maybe a couple of immortals, we have tons of range attack at that point. I'm not convinced that we're going to need catapults. It depends a little bit on how the wall survivability is. But if we can go from archers and upgrade them to crossbows, then we're just laughing. It's, you know, GG, game over there. So something like that might be viable. Might be viable. We'll have to see how it goes. What warmonger? They were just holding your lands for a while. That's right. Every now and again, some people hold land for us. They build cities. Sometimes they even build wonders for us. Our neighbors are really friendly. And every time we show up, they greet us as liberators, because that's the way things work around here. Or else. Or else. Would Persia be good for a cultural victory? Probably. I mean, they get an extra boost to culture from their improvements, which is nice. I mean, culture is not literally the same as tourism, and I don't know if the Paradise gets tourism later on. I mean, anyone can do it. The thing is, on Deity, culture victories are tough because it's very difficult to build some wonders, and on Deity, no matter what, you're gonna have to fight some wars, and Persia's good at wars, so they're good at mostly doing about anything on Deity, so that's going to be a thing. Anyway, Scythea's been buzzing around. We've gotten, Sumeria's been buzzing around a little bit. Whoa! But no one's made any real indications as to starting a war. So I think we're still good to keep doing the expansion. But, we're going to have to decide what to do with our civics over here. I think as much as it would be nice to get this boost, I think we have to hard research recorded history here. And the reason I say that is... So it would be nice to wait until we built a campus district and save time. But we're not really that close to building a second campus district. I mean, we could probably put one here. That wouldn't be bad, but we'd have to buy some tiles and build it and all that sort of thing. But we want recorded history as soon as possible because we need natural philosophy. 100% campus district adjacency bonus because of this bad boy. That'll be an extra 5 science from running this thing, which is... Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Also, that means in 13 turns we can switch out of our settler boost, which is going to be pretty much good, and then we can switch into something else. So I think we're going to see how that goes. Just do science victory. Well, we might. Culture can spread by the sword, says Maglorian. I like that. Dumb non-civ question. Is there a plan for EU4 Mandated Heaven here on YouTube? Well, Moromichi, I already have a bunch of EU4 Mandated Heaven videos on YouTube. It started out as a live stream. It will continue as a YouTube series. But yeah, so you're going to get that. Also worth noting that after the end of our 2-hour period of Civ that we're going to do today, the plan is to hopefully, I'm making weird sounds here, but hopefully get into Steel Division multiplayer with Briarstone. Neither one of us has played it, so we're just going to try to derp against the AI and see what we can do. But I think with that, we can probably continue the next turn. Remember to keep an eye on that madman that is Galileo Galilei. Right? Right. What was the deal here? Yes, because his ability is a shite ton of science for each adjacent mountain tile. We want this guy. Right now, we are making more great scientist progress per turn than anyone else, so hopefully we should be able to get it. We're getting a decent amount of faith, so we can probably accelerate it, but you're absolutely right. We're going to have to keep checking on that every few turns, because getting this guy would be huge, and hopefully we don't get screwed like we did with Darwin, but we shouldn't. Darwin, there was a bug. He gives you a big boost of science based on every adjacent natural wonder tile that he's used next to. And there's a bug with the wonders that were introduced in the Viking DLC where it didn't trigger for him. And we got screwed out about 20 turns of research. That should not happen here. Because it's mountains, it's established. But as long as we get it. So yeah, let's just go to the next turn, I think. For science and war! War science! Thank you, the man. I agree. And yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye over here. We do have an archer prepped right here.
Tall ship. and a star to steer her by.
Unlocking the ability to build harbors, which is going to be nice. We've got a few great spots for harbors that we've got planned out here, adjacent to the city center, so that they get a big gold boost, which is going to be very nice. Very excited about that change. I think it's wonderful. I'm actually really happy about the state of balance now with the harbors and commercial hubs. When they, in the Australia patch, when they made it so that the trade routes don't stack, it felt like, especially harbors, it felt a lot weaker than commercial hubs because, whoa, commercial hubs have just better supported buildings and whatnot. But now I like the balance, and there's a reason to use harbors in some cities and commercial hubs in others, and it's just golden over here. Yes, I had noticed the tip. Sorry about that. I had noticed it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get to the tip right after this thought, and then I'd forgotten. Cool Man Fight, thank you very much for another tip and your continued great support of the channel, especially with your Drunken Advisor support in chat all the time. Really appreciated. Cool Man says, Terja, I'm the leader of the tips. It's a very windy and cold day in Aarhus today. Here is the last of my Magic the Gathering money. Such a sacrifice, Cool Man. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Countess Potato came in with a tip as well. By the way, excellent name, Countess Potato. Love it. Hi, Quill, longtime watcher on the YubTubs, and working from home after having a baby has finally let me catch up on the streams. So you're saying there's an actual point to babies? Nah, I don't buy it. Thanks for the hours of entertainment. Oh, thank you very much, Countess Potato. And another tip in from Terja, who reminded me that I forgot Cool Man Fight's tip. Well, thank you very much, Terja, for supporting Cool Man Fight there, and thank you for the excellent, unbelievable support of the channel. All y'all, you guys are real sweethearts. Real sweethearts. Okay, let's review our military situation right here before we, start getting distracted and maybe we get sneak attacked somewhere. We do have an Immortal guarding Silent Flame over here, which is good. We do have one Archer guarding the pass with Kalgu, which is good. We're going to have our own 300 moment over here. We've got an Archer ready for the city that we want to expand to over here, just guarding that. And we have an Immortal going over here. There is actually a Barbarian encampment over here. The Immortal should be able to handle it on his own. Actually, Candy's got a Swordman over here, and might just go ahead and bop that. We'll see how that goes. So I'm feeling good about our immediate defensive situation. I think we're not going to get sneak attacked too badly. Do I actually want to chop this right now? It's an interesting question. And see if we can follow my train of thought. Countess Potato says, thank you, Quill. Babies can be surprisingly useful in certain situations, like watching Civ. Well, there you go. My thinking here with the chopping is, I haven't actually double confirmed this, but I assume that the production from the chop here will get modified by our colonization thing that gives us a bonus to production towards settlers. It may not, actually. It might just be our actual raw city production that gets added in. I haven't really confirmed that one way or another. I think I'm going to unlock this tile. Ooh, that's tough. That's a tough decision. Probably this is fine, actually. If it does, great. If it doesn't, well, we still get our city up sooner. On the other hand, right now, we're reaping the bonus of, that. Maybe we want to save our chop for something that's going to be slower anyway. Because if we just rush the settler, then we're not getting as much value out of that civic in another sense, in that there's only going to be one city doing it. I think we might save this chop, actually. I don't know. What if these guys come over and steal the city? You know what? Never mind. We're going to chop the forest. Death to forests! Plus 81 it said there, so I think there's definitely something going on with the chop. Anyway, that way we can hopefully secure the city site. I'm not worried about anyone beating us over here. It's over here that might be a thing. I love the mountain for defending against possible aggression here. They're going to have a hard time bombarding our city, and that's going to feel fantastic. So I think that's going to be okay. Introduce the baby to the Petra. Were you getting horsemen since you weren't sure how immortals were going to take a city? I don't think we can. I think we've only got the one source of horses, right? And as such, I don't think we'll actually be able to build the horsemen. I think we're going to build a single spearman with that hope. I'm going to go ahead and plantation up this so that we've actually got a luxury, which is nice. And if we can get this fish going, I think that's what we're going to do with this builder. I could go and build some farms here now, but I think our capital of Kalgu has got plenty of improvements going on. So yeah, this guy here is, I believe, going to go and improve this fish, and I'm going to feel pretty good about that. Yeah, I think we're going to build a single spearman to help us take the city, because people reported last week when we played that immortals do act as ranged units in that they cannot be used to capture a city. So we're going to need a token spearman to go and walk in there. And that should be okay. I'd rather horsemen, because it's more convenient to take a city with a high mobility thing. But there you go. I think we're going to go ahead and take a shot over here, just to get a little bit of XP, even though we won't be able to clear that barbarian encampment. This city-state will do it, but that's okay. Alright, settler number 1, you are going to head your way over this way. Thank you very much. Oh my god, the tip explosions. What is this? This is a tip from C. Just the letter C. Oh, I think it's actually from Cool Man Fight. Last tip for this month, so come at Persia. I think, so come at me, Persia. This is for the ice cream and tea fund. Ah, that's for Essentials Ice Cream and Tea Fund. Well, there you go. Thank you very, very, very much. I might have to share some of the ice cream. We'll see. Okay, I think we're okay. I'm a little concerned about this, but I'm not sure what they could possibly do about it. Well, it could be a little bit scary. We don't have walls over in Kalgu. There could be a surprising amount of stuff. It's not like the archer here can really tank a lot of direct damage to the face. So if this is an attack coming through here, it might have a bit of time. But the fact of the matter is, we have it here for vision. It can take it can run back into the city and then keep plunking away at it, and there's not that much room for people to hit the city very quickly, so I think it's still okay. Although we have to remember there's this guy down here as well. In fact, what I might want to consider is moving my mortal out of Silent Flame, because there's no one near here right now, and maybe what I want to do is sort of split him in between the two cities. The other thing I do, once the city's established, I could move this archer back. I'm a little concerned, slightly. We have the watermill in the queue, which is going to be a huge boost over here. But do we want to bring a unit back to Kalgu? What if they do declare war? They'll kill the scout, but the scout's partially... He's here as actually to scout the front. And also... Poof! he's here to scout the front, but he's also here... But in terms of, like, spotting these enemies coming for us, but also can buy us an extra turn as they, like, take time to murder the scout. Tertia came in with another tip! Thank you. He says, at Coolman, as you demand. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We have like a little tip war going on there, which I'm not going to encourage. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, the two of you. Two huge, massive supporters of the channel. Thank you so much. Good gosh. Wow. Kalgu is still the best capital name, says Silverfish. Well, I'm sure, and Kalgu specifically would probably agree. I guess I won't move anyone. What do you think? Should we move up here? How much time could we buy if they start attacking? This is a hill, right? It is a hill. Okay, so they can't move in very quickly, which is good. We're going to have lots of time to respond to bullshit. They can't even shoot. They can't shoot Kalgu from here. That's very important. They cannot shoot Kalgu from here because they won't have line of sight. Okay, makes a huge difference. This Immortal, you're just going to chill here for a sec. Or are you? You know what? We just cleared the Barbarian encampment. It probably won't respawn instantly, and Candy's still kicking around. So I actually will pull this Immortal back towards the west. I think we're going to do that. Someone just built the Oracle. Alright, that's fine. So recorded history, we are just going to power through. Because it's going to be so valuable to have that, that trait. This is me playing like the AI. What a surprise! Now I'm hoping it's actually not a joint war declaration alongside of Scythia, because that could actually grab my my unescorted settler. All right, but no, it was not. So that's good. So I think, whoops. I think we're ultimately going to be fine. We have to be a little worried over here. Whoa! We have to be a little worried over here. You guys are hilarious. And we might want to consider switching production over to the Ancient Walls. As much as it's important to finish the Watermill for a huge production boost, with only 8 turns on the Ancient Wall... I can't shave another turn off. That's too bad. It might actually come into play, depending on how many other units might be kicking around. So we took a little pot shot there. That's fine. I think I will, in fact, move the Immortal over here, because I'm not too worried about more people coming down here, although Silent Flame's not very well defended. We've got to leave this Archer here for a second, just to make sure the Settler's okay, but I think we're fine. So that was another tip in from Cool Man Fight, retaking his position at the top of the tip leaderboard, I guess, for April. Thank you so much. Well, take this, Persia, is Coolman's message. And Dark Beholder sent in a tip as well and says, love the tip war! Let's split this as whiskey and ice cream. Or maybe whiskey-flavored ice cream. I think that would be more my sort of thing than Essentials kind of thing, honestly. Tertia sent in another tip and says, keep at it, Coolman, fight. Someone actually sent me, I got a death wish in the mail today. It's okay, it's a coffee-flavored vodka, apparently. Yeah. I don't know how they mailed it to me because, like, Canada's really weird about mailing booze. You're not normally allowed to do it. So it was shipped to me as yeast samples. I do not encourage you to do that. There's a good chance that your package will simply be eaten in the mail and will disappear forever. But yeah, I go to my post office box today, and I got a package, and it's labeled, like, the customs form for it says yeast samples. I'm like, what? What? And then, yeah, open it, and it's called Death Wish, and it's a coffee-flavored vodka, apparently. So, we're looking forward to trying that one, because I think Essential will like that. Okay, no, we're still good. This is still the same turn, isn't it? I think it is. Because you can't go. Alright. Being distracted! Zoltan, thank you very much! Supporting Tip Wars from the rear! Thank you for the ton of joy. Thank you very much, Zoltan. Alright, so as expected, we were going to take some damage here, but that's fine. So now I can move into the city and still shoot. Suppose I could have moved and shot first last time to make sure that I didn't, I have full health, but that's going to be hopefully okay. So this Immortal's got to move over here. So this war is starting a little sooner than I would like, but it's not the end of the world. I'm going to settle here. There's a good chance he's going to get cranky. Now, I don't have enough money to do anything. I might conceivably be able to buy a tile. In fact, I do, but I don't think there's any reason to do that right now. We are going to start building a wall here right away. Right away. And yeah, I'll work this tile for the production. I mean, growth is normally what I want, but we want a little bit of a production boost if we can, because we're going to need that, because Scythia is definitely going to, or Scythia, maybe, is definitely going to come this way. So we will have to be prepped for that. So, you have moved. This archer now, I'm going to move to here, because Scythia might declare war, but we're not currently in a war with them, so hopefully that's going to be okay. We don't have an envoy to send. We've got you still doing this. You're going to squeeze out that builder, which I still think is fine. After you're done, you're definitely going to start on ancient walls, though. Or military units, perhaps, but I think the walls are probably okay. Did they ever add Canada as a civ? No, not in the base game, although I'm pretty sure there's a mod for it. We're going to improve the fishing boats. And this scout over here is going to run from the Sumerian war cart. Sumeria's got a lot of cities. So now we have to contend with the fact that the AI, of course, starts, we will apologize and look elsewhere in the future. I promise I will not settle near you again. I mean, I hope you don't count this as being near you. The AI starts with three settlers, so they have cities much faster. They have an 80% boost to their production speeds. It's very dangerous. I think I will go ahead and upgrade this archer here, because, of course, he'll get a bonus to strength versus land units, and it will repair him so that he doesn't get a combat penalty. Hopefully, it's worth taking the time to do that. I'm a little concerned here that, you know, these guys will just be able to slam their face into the city and do a surprising amount of damage. But I think we're still okay for now. So you are going to just keep running this way. You're going to meet Palenque. Excellent. This archer can come down here and not shoot anyone. Is this city on a hill? I think it is. So I won't be able to shoot through there. I guess the archer, one archer, well actually, yeah, one archer could move here and shoot at me. But I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm going to pull to here and it's going to be okay. And then you are going to come over here and be fine. I think we're going to be fine because I don't think there's any way for them to quickly burst through these walls. 27 is not that strong compared to what they've got, but the mountain, the position of this is super strong for defensive purposes. What do you have over here? We got a tip in from Dragon Wealth. Hey, thank you very much, Dragon Wealth. Just wanted to participate in a tip war thing, but can't afford all those kinds of tips till after I make that lawyer money. Woo! Still hoping I can get more air for my birthday. Love all your stuff, Quill. Yeah, I really want to restart our football manager as Air United as soon as we get the chance. I just don't know what the timeline for that will be quite yet. And Silverfish sent in a tip as well and says, so, what do I win? My everlasting adoration? Thank you. Thank you very much for the support. It really means a lot to the channel. I really, really, really appreciate it. And also, I appreciate the fact that my Immortal is going to take a shot at this guy. Like that. Oh, we can finish this guy off, and certainly we will. I think the thing to do will be to shoot with this archer. Because, yeah, he can't shoot there. So we're going to do that. And we're going to focus on eliminating the ranged attackers, especially since it's actually got a pretty good number of them. And if we can win the ranged attacker war, we're going to be good. Chichen Itza got finished. We got our holy site got plundered over there, which is a pain in the ass because we got to rebuild it. We can't just use a builder to quickly repair that, which is unfortunate. We do have a road here. Is that going to end? And it doesn't end. Excellent. So I can take a shot over here, get my other immortal in the field. And I think I'm feeling pretty good about that situation. This builder over here, I think what I'm going to do is go here and chop the woods. Now, there will be sort of weak sauce production here later on. We might want to consider saving these, but I want to get these walls up as soon as possible so I don't have to worry about it. Alternatively, instead of building walls, I could just build a unit down here. I think we're going to change our government, by the way, in 5 turns. It'd be nice to do it now, but I'm not going to pay gold to change government. But change to one of the ones with a war bonus, and in particular, we're going to want a military slot in our government policy so that we can use a Goje over here. But yeah, I think that chop's going to be okay. Do I keep going with the walls, or do I just put out a unit here? I'm usually a fan of units. It's only got 20 strength, and it's pretty open. If they just ran even a couple of war carts down here, it might get eliminated. On the other hand, if I just get an archer up, it might be enough. No, I think the walls are okay. I think the walls are okay. So you're going to keep building that settler because, sure, fine. Plus, we still have the 50% boost to it, so let's use that while we've got it. All right, let's go ahead. Next turn. 5 turns to the wall here, which is okay. We're going to have to take a look to see if Galileo Galilei is our option. So they're starting to attack face against the city.
Normal people believe,
and it's not that much, but that was strength,
if it
you know,
ain't broke,
a little bit better.
Don't fix it. Engine it.
I do like that quote, and I hate interrupting it. I think what we need to do is start researching machinery, get it halfway, and try to finish. We need to build 1 more archer, and then we can boost machinery. And if we can save enough gold, even 1 crossbow is going to be massive. If I move you here... No, I can't shoot through the city. I don't think this immortal will be able to fire this turn, which is slightly annoying. I guess I'll cross here, and that's going to be fine. If I go here... So there's a road, right? Yeah, industrial road. So I can move here and fire. Oh, that's right. Our roads are better than the average road, too. Fire some more. Excellent. You are... I am going to chop the walls. This city's going to have a really high population because of all the farmland. In fact, I think I might cross over here and... What's your housing? Okay, so you're not at any of your housing caps or anything. So if I clear this marsh, I'll get the full food from it. And then I could still... Oh, we got the pearls settled. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go and clear the marsh, assuming I've got the tech for it. Which comes from what? Is it irrigation? Which is funny because it's kind of a reverse irrigation. But yeah, that's it. Alright, you've got that. All our units have moved. We can get rid of this map pin, which is fine. Okay. So I think we're going to defend against this very easily. He should be accruing some war awareness soon.